Welcome to the 2022 Character Olympics. We are three Bob Costases here to bring you the best damn characters in the world. Welcome to Characters Welcome. Thank you for coming out and watching us tonight. I'm Justin.
I'm Kathleen.
And I am Hugh.
We are your hosts for this evening. We have some great characters to get into tonight. And what a time to be alive. Right, guys? How are you doing? You guys look like you're auditioning for an off-Broadway play right now.
Very.
Kathleen, 5'4". I am unwrapped. Thank you.
Oh, okay, great. We've seen enough then. Thank you so much. Really good. But find a rep, I guess, is what I would advise you. Next.
Hugh, 6'7". I'm willing to shave.
6'7".
Jeez.
How many holes are you standing in? We were talking. This is Hugh's first time hosting the show. Hugh, a longtime character performer, known for many years, has a show. Look, the confetti coming out early. The confetti loves you. Hugh has a show called These Are Not My Words. Fun show. The city's been going for how many years now, Hugh?
This is year 5. This is our 5th year running it.
Revelation.
It survived COVID, baby. It held on.
For people who've never seen it, it is a show that is pure chaos. I would say that is the first word that I would use to describe it in a good way.
100%. It is. Go ahead. It
is a beautiful, tight 2-hour masterclass of character work. We've always had members of Characters Welcome on, and we're always very, very supported by CW. And it is character scripts written by someone, sent to someone else that they perform live, having never read them before. What could go wrong? You know?
Yes. I did a character in a full clown suit, I think, in the last show that I did, which was perfect.
You crushed it. You were perfect.
Yeah. But we were talking beforehand, and Hugh has a propensity to sometimes lean into a bit of wordplay, a pun. And in an effort to stave that off, Kathleen has put a full-on pun clock on Hugh over here.
Yeah. Here's the rules. Hugh can say
You fly with us. When you fly with us, there's a 2-pun limit.
Welcome to the big time. We got a few grand rules. First of all, you cannot go more than 2 puns in this whole dang show. So Jorge has the authority. If Hugh does more than 2 puns, Jorge is just going to cut Hugh off. I don't care if Hugh hasn't been able to do their character yet. Hugh is gone. Do you hear me? Gone. People have been fired for less, okay?
So all of Kathleen's high-status characters smoke.
They all talk like this.
What's the cool? There's no one cooler than an oldish woman smoking her 5th cigarette of the morning.
Who hates puns.
Yeah.
No one has more authority.
Hugh, before we jump into it, because this is a character show, it's the best damn character show in the world, and we're going to do that in a moment. But how do you feel about this 2-pun limit? Do you feel it is our Olympic special?
I feel like I'm going to hint at a lot of the puns for tonight's show. I'm gonna really.
Oh, we're gonna need some judges on that.
You're skating on thin ice, kid.
We're gonna wait. We're gonna pick our moment, but we might buzz the tower a few times. We might. Being told that I was a pun comedian before the show and then being asked to, I guess, perhaps deliver puns in order to make this bit have some life in it is.
You have 2 problems now: not saying puns and then saying puns.
Saying puns, exactly. I'm really caught in a catch-22. I'm in a catch-22. A catch-20 Hugh.
You have 1 left.
You're burning 1 pun in the intro.
We haven't even started.
Yeah.
Yes. I knew it.
Okay.
Wow. That is.
And with that, let's get to our first character.
Before we get to our first character, now you're feeling a little stressed because you've already blown through 50% of your pun stock. But let me throw out a couple comments here. Carver Duncan, Kathleen is so intimidating. out of the gate. Just
Spoiler
feeling that
alert,
energy.
Carver's my best friend.
Okay.
So
fair,
we got to talk.
Carver seems to be terrified of you, so I think that's something to put into the friendship generator. Let me also shout out Freeman Richardson over on Facebook. Is this a vampire movie? My bad, and a wolf at the bottom. Y'all are funny though. So I take that as sort of a group of compliments or slash insult.
I'm here for Rook Darkly here saying donate money to buy Hugh more puns.
Oh, now Rook Darkly is an entrepreneur, and we will do that later on.
How much money for one pun?
What's a pun worth?
$100.
Oh, I love that song in Wicked. What's a pun worth? It's just a beautiful Broadway number.
So you can just flaunt your pun wealth in front of me because there's no limit on Justin's pun. That's wild. That's cruel, man. That's privilege.
I put in the years. Privilege. I put in the pun years to have the pun bag that I can be filled with puns and say when I want. We're going to come back about sort of the pun, buying Hugh more puns, which I think is a brilliant money-making scheme/scam.
I'm here for it.
But should we kick off the show?
I think we should.
Tried to do earlier. Yeah. You're about to see some great characters, and let's kick it off with the first.
Shall I introduce?
Please.
Great. Everyone, please welcome to the Rectangles a PTA parent.
Yeah.
For coming out this morning. I know getting up on a Saturday to do a bake sale is not anybody's cup of tea, but as PTA parents, we get it done, and we are just going to knock it out of the park this year, okay? So first, I think we should discuss where the table for the tables for the. I'm sorry, Bev. What the fuck are those? What do you mean? What? The store-bought box of Freihofer chocolate chip cookies you're holding. That's what you brought to the bake sale? Bev, do me a favor. Can you read that sign over there? What does it say? What does it say? It says Langdon Middle School Valentine's Day bake sale, not Langdon Middle School AA meeting in a church basement. Is Timmy an alcoholic? Because with a mother like him, he might be one day. Flat ass. And those depression cookies out of my sight. I'm so sorry about that, everybody. As you may or may not have noticed, Bev was no longer with us today. She wasn't feeling well. So moving on. As I was saying, the table for the cherry macaroons should be near the creme brulee station since they are both historically from the same region of France. So, next on the list, David, the butane torch for the creme brulee. What do you mean you don't have one? Did you forget, or do you and Bev share a glass of stupid juice every morning? All right, you know what? I thought I had a bunch of ringers this year, okay? I guess not. I mean, kids with cancer are great, but I care about making this bake sale amazing. What? Yes, raising money for kids with cancer. That's what I said. I'm still here and not out getting my butane torch. Wait. Take Cheryl and her clown jizz covered cinnamon rolls with you. I noticed that. I smelled that over-sweetened, congealed fuck mess the second I Now, wait. Make sure to run Bev over as you leave. I'm sure she's still coming in the parking lot.
Oh my God.
I'm so sorry, everybody. I know your time is valuable, as is mine. So let's just keep moving on. Next, our rose water Charlotte cake. Who has that? Tina. Great. Oh, Tina, that looks beautiful. Finally, someone Bev didn't breathe her dum-dum onto. I'm just going to go ahead and taste this, and then we can move on. Tina, I want you to know something. I think that women's bodies are beautiful and sacred. I really do. But your Charlotte cake tastes like a goddamn camel toe dipped in horse shit. You're trying to fuck me, Tina? I feel like you're trying to fuck me. Okay, let's just move on. Lastly, we need to talk about the strawberry cheesecake station. We have to make sure that the edible flowers don't go on until a piece is being served. That way they don't wilt. So, Brad, you got that covered? What the fuck? Get out! And tell Bev I'm gonna eat her babies. What, Denise? Yes, of course I have a child that goes to this school, okay? She's with her father this weekend, and I will have her back next weekend when the court finally deems me fit to parent, okay? So I will be in charge of this PTA until we all die of dysentery. Understand? You know what? Fuck all of them, okay? Yeah, I may be going to hell, but you know what? At least I know how to run a fucking bake sale, you stale cunts.
What a blackout. What a blackout.
What a line.
Yes, right where we want it to be. Erica, so fun.
Erica, famously one of the sweetest, nicest comics in New York,
Yes,
coming out with congealed fuck mess.
I have to give it up for clown jizz covered cinnamon bun is something that was very evocative for me personally.
I can't remember. I did this in Eric Feurer's workshop with him, and he might have come up with that, and I was like, "Oh, clown jizz is good. That's good."
Yeah, because it's important to have like fair trade, organic clown jizz. You know,
Yeah,
harvested from
that does
from
sound like
healthy clowns.
That does sound like an Eric line, and he's actually a non-clown afflicted with having clown jizz. As it's a topic that we cover, and it's our big charity. Yeah, it's a lot of people, but shout out to Eric Feurer.
Erica, this was so funny. I have to wonder: was this inspired by somebody specific? Have you had an encounter with a terrifying PTA person before?
No, my parents weren't involved in the PTA like at all. I think it was one of those, like, I was just trying to generate a character idea, and it kind of just started simple as like a PTA, just a mean PTA mom, and I'm like, oh, that's not enough. And then I came up with like the Bev thing, just like always just rapping on Bev, and people thought it was really funny, and I just ran with that.
Let me ask you, what did you eat as the Carolina cake? I've never heard of that.
Charlotte cake.
Charlotte.
It's a fancy dessert.
Yeah.
This is just a gingerbread cupcake in it's like one of those reusable baking like
ooh,
nice,
eco-friendly.
Nice.
Yeah,
I know, it's on my floor.
Yeah, that sounds like the kind of cake that they would have as like a challenge on the Great British Baking Show.
Yeah,
Charlotte cake.
Yeah.
You?
A bunch of English people with no idea. It's such an American cake of like, I have no idea what this is. Help me.
Nice.
Shit, what am I doing? What am I doing on the British Baking Show?
Now, Justin, you have children. Have you encountered any terrifying PTA people before?
My oldest daughter is in kindergarten, so the PTA is pretty light on having conversation. But we're getting there. Also, it's all over Zoom, so everyone's sort of polite in there. It's more of like, can I ask my question? Is the sort of most intense energy we get during the current ones. But I do. I mean, also now PTA boards have become like the political battleground. So this feels pretty tame to what some people are saying in other parts of the country. Erica, if I may ask our perennial question, where are you coming at us from?
Brooklyn, New York, in my apartment. Brooklyn.
Yeah, hang loose in Brooklyn.
It's a sign for Brooklyn.
Yeah, that's classically definitely a city, a New York City thing. Everyone's like, hang 10.
Hang 10 in Brooklyn, baby. Surfing USA.
Is there anything else you want to plug? What do you have going on? What's the news?
Yeah, nothing. Well, she's performing later, but Laura and I are on a Boogie Manja team. The new season hasn't started yet. But we're Wilburn. We have a YouTube page. You can watch all of our stuff. Wilburn sketch comedy. Besides that, I was just in a character showcase last weekend.
How did that go?
It was so fun. Just like energy from like real live people, just like being there.
So exciting.
I have this character that like goes into a split, and I stretched out beforehand, but like with the adrenaline, man, I just like fucking landed in that thing.
Are you feeling it?
That sounds horrible.
It was great. And then the next day I was like, oh.
Yeah.
But it went very well.
That's awesome. Well, thank you for being here. We'll see you next time. Come back again.
Thank you for having me.
Woo, Erica!
Later. So fun.
Damn, PTA parents be crazy.
They when we got older, they used to make us like as kids attend the PTA, and the teachers weren't allowed to acknowledge you. So they would just talk shit about you to your parents in front of you, and it was the most alienating thing. Do you have this in America?
Hugh went to a very British-sounding boarding school for boys.
Yeah.
That was not my experience.
Bring in the boys.
Bring in the boys. Make them walk around with their parents drinking juice. It was deeply.
That sounds awful.
Yeah, man. I'm very well adjusted.
Yeah, no doubt. No one would question that. You're 1 pun in on a 2 pun limit. Very well adjusted.
But have you seen this comment from Crazy Eyes a little while back, which I think is a very solid comment. And not one of my puns, so it's allowed.
Interesting. Interesting. You're saying you could bring puns to the other puns.
I think if other people write the puns, am I allowed to read other people's puns, or is that on my limit?
You're not allowed to read them, but Jorge's allowed to display them.
Yeah,
Boy, you're allowed to display
we have to have
them.
a moment of silence while everyone reads them silently, and then we don't discuss it.
Yeah.
Yes, I see it. This is like our Wordle. It's spot the poem, random sentence.
Oh, the New York Times is looking for a new thing to corrupt, so I think this could work.
Speaking of money, if anyone wants to see if Hugh will be allowed 3 puns, we do have a Venmo for Characters Welcome, which you could tip and put it toward Hugh's possible 3rd pun. Time will tell. It's up to you.
Yeah, shout us out. It's a business Venmo at Characters Welcome. If you hit us up on there and we get to, what do you say? What's the value to buy Hugh a new pun?
I said 100. We can go up.
100.
100. That's a hell of a
wow.
pun.
Puns are pricey. The pun market.
That's a very pricey pun. If we.
Okay, well, what would be reasonable for one single pun?
I've been paid. What's the most money I've been paid to write jokes? Pudge, like.
You do it per joke?
I don't know.
Kid, that was done in the 50s.
Yeah.
Yeah. I used to
2
get
bits
paid
a joke, kid. Get into the room. You're on late night.
Yeah, you remember when there was no labor rules and you got paid per line of writing and not per hour you were there?
Yeah. Do we think we should go cheap and then we could rack up the puns?
Yes. We hit $25. Hugh gets a new pun.
Okay.
I was thinking even cheaper.
Okay.
What about $5?
$5? He gets a pun? We're giving it away.
Not in 100. What is the valuation of this?
What? The market is plunging.
We used to collaborate together.
There's a short
Kathleen.
squeeze on puns.
We had like a whole sketch show together for a while. You have no way of valuing this.
I think Jorge said they're like NFTs. They're essentially valueless, but we're putting a premium on them for no reason. And suddenly the market value is fluctuating wild. So just drop us 1 Ethereum. We get the gas. I don't know what these words mean. I've just read them on Twitter. So you want to do, how about this? First pun 5. We will the value will ascend as Hugh's puns get worse. Which I'm assuming,
baby. I like.
So we'll start
this.
at 5.
I like this.
Yeah, we'll start at 5. He still has 1 left,
Okay.
but we're giving him a free hand essentially.
So you heard it, folks. If you want a really bad pun, Venmo characters.
The best deal on the internet.
With that, do we think we should move on to our second character of the night?
I think it's a great idea.
I'm very ready. We've been talking a lot of business so far. And so I think that's a really nice segue into our next character, which is every corporate onboarding person.
Yeah! Congratulations and welcome. You're a part of the Time Warner corporate family. It's just like your real family, but we won't give you a wet willy on Christmas morning. Hold for laughter, smile, continue talking. Over the next couple weeks, you're going to have a bunch of great, informative, and most importantly, mandated presentations covering topics like harassment, on-the-job safety, the one true hierarchy of seltzer flavors, which bathrooms are good for dropping the big one during work hours, and of course, this presentation on corporate culture. Our corporate culture is just like pop culture, but our Pete Davidson won't steal your girlfriend. Wink, shrug your shoulders, shake it off, continue talking. Time Warner prides itself on having a lot of fun while answering the hundreds of emails that come into your impossible to set up inbox. So get ready for an avalanche of very fun emojis that still make me LOL. Like non-sexual eggplant, head with a nuclear explosion on top, or crying tears from eyes, but the tears aren't sad, apparently. Finger guns, sideways head. Blow tip, holsters. Keep talking. Now, I'm going to lay out a few scenarios, and all I need you to do is tell me which answer you think aligns with our corporate culture. Whoever answers the most correctly wins a prize, and that prize is employment. Safety eyes, gritty teeth, slowly raise a samurai sword. Continue talking. Number one, which is the most appropriate Monday morning water cooler topic? Is it spoilers for last night's Euphoria or spoilers for today's Wordle? Hot topics. Trucker horn, honk, honk, double middle fingers, vampire goes to sleep. Continue talking. Number two, which is the most acceptable reason to stay late at night in the office? Is it pulling off a sexually charged Thomas Crown Affair style theft of your coworkers' Game of Thrones bobbleheads? Or is it working on a paperclip lay and post-it note hula skirt for the office supply luau that you spearheaded and no one will attend? Yikes. Finger gun. Actual knife.
Oh no.
Blood hand sign. Continue talking. Number three. Am I a regular human being or a sentient corporate algorithm that malfunctioned long ago and has been slowly replacing all of the humans in the office with meat robots until all free will has been destroyed? The answer may surprise you. Thriller dance, hand thing from Fred's, neck knife, bye-bye.
Wait, that black neck hand thing from Friends? Oh, yeah.
You watch a little Friends, right?
Oh man,
I watched a little Friends. Yeah.
man,
yeah.
this was delicious.
My
question is, how did you come up with all of these very specific gestures?
Truly sitting at my computer nigh on 4 hours ago, spewing nonsense from my fingers. Well, I had to do like a corporate onboarding thing recently, and the person who led it I was like, he wore a like buttoned up and full bow tie. His camera on his, because it was virtual, his camera was like, it had to be on the highest shelf in his house, looking down on him. I was like, what? Who told you to do it? And he just like absolute nonsense. He had to call on everyone, and everyone had to try and answer these questions. It was truly awful, and it's just such an energy as the corporate onboarding person.
The luau got me.
Luau's It's almost
We've
like
all
a
made
beat poem, like a slam poem by the end of with those like stage directions of like this, then this, then this.
Yeah, if you say nonsense for long enough, it's sort of a pattern emerges.
Yeah.
You write poetry. It's poetry. It's true poetry. It's beautiful. Actual Knife is such a beautiful pattern break in all of that shit that made me giggle so much. Actual Knife.
Hey, age-old question. Where are you coming to us from?
Where am I coming to you from? Well, I'm coming from, I know this looks like my kitchen, but I'm actually at the cooking kitchen at the View. This is where I sort of moonlight and live, cook my dinners, have my family. It was best rent in Manhattan. I'm coming at you from Crown Heights, Brooklyn. I did just get a new job, so I've been traveling more. I'm actually at home now. I'm working on a travel show, a comedy travel show.
A travel show? Like, are you going fun places? Like, where are you going?
Very fun places. It just got announced, and it's called 101 Places to Party Before You Die. So I can talk about it now. Hosted by John Gabris and Adam Pally, and coming this summer on True TV. Very fun. And we just went to Richmond, Virginia, and Miami, and we're going to Puerto Rico next.
How cool!
Very cool.
Very fun. We've got a full season order coming up.
Do we have a clip?
No clip yet. Truly,
Can
just
you act out a clip for us?
Yes.
Yeah.
How about this?
That's a beautiful John Gabris.
Wow, I don't think we need the blackout slide.
Your Gabris is impeccable.
Thank you.
That's very good.
Delicious, delightful.
Yum, yum,
lovely.
It's like we got an extra character for free.
Other than your show, do you have anything to plug?
Just this show. This show and myself.
Cool.
That's my Twitter handle. But also just keep watching this show all the time because it's very fun. You never know who's going to pop in. Got our wacky British neighbor and our 50-year-old diner patron who smokes.
Hey, you know who else we got?
Who else we got?
Our next character.
Whoa! I mean, I am so excited for this.
Are we ready for this one?
Let's do it. I mean,
do you want to introduce her?
I'll do it,
crazy we booked this person.
It is. And, the political figures are so hard to get to just like come on a show like this, because they're busy and they don't want to take the risk. But we got her. Please welcome out Vice President Kamala Harris. Yeah.
Hello, America. I just wanted to start off, and before I go into my speech, I wanted to thank the people that came before me. PTA meetings can get real. And my gosh, I'm glad we're making conversations in corporate culture. Yes. And I am here to talk about something sweet and serious. I'm here to talk about the importance of Black History Month. And I know we're not all celebrating. Don't worry about it. I'm not here to shame you. I'm here to talk about something even more important, which is all of our mental health. Mental health awareness as the vice president is so important for me. Do you know how many things that I have going on in my head? From the Build Back Better program, to Biden, to lead, to Biden, to lead, from Biden to lead, to infrastructure, to build back better, to build back better. I'm trying for the NBA, Los Angeles, climate change. Why did Delaware not like meat, greens, beans, potatoes, tomatoes? You name it. That's not even my subject. Why do people think I'm Pocahontas and he's John Smith? So it's important for us to be able to just take breaths and be happy and find ways to have fun. And for me this month, I have had 4 ways that I will share with you today. I have gotten back into reading, and because it is Black History Month, I am reading a little bit of Toni Morrison with Self-Regard. Now, Joe, Joe woke up from his nap. I'm sorry. Joe, can you please? Yes, Mamala is reading the books with the audience. I will read you Dreams of My Father when you go to bed, okay, Joe? Not now. Mamala is talking, please. Anyway, I usually, in order to woo Joe to sleep, I read him an excerpt of Dreams of My Father from OBAMA. Joe, hey, guys, just be patient with me. I'll just read a little bit for him. Okay. A few months after my first birthday, a stranger called to give me the news. Joe. He went to play with his toy. Anyway. Yes, so I have been reading. And I've been feeding Joe the 1619 Project. Just a little critical race theory. Now, don't get scared. Please don't get scared. It's just like feeding chicken nuggets. You got to start with the kids' meal. So Joe and I, we just count 16 to 19. That's all we did today, okay? Have to start where you're at, okay? Joe, please, can you go back to your room? Yes. Joe, we talked about this in Dallas, Joe. Okay. Some other fun things that I have been doing is music. I mean, when I came on as vice president, I was ready to be the fun VP. Okay, first Black woman, what's up? Check me out. It was going to be Kalimba with Kamala. Come Kalimba with Kamala. And they shot that down because those acronyms are KKK. Hum with me. Hum with Kamala. Hum with Kamala. Hum with Kamala. Hum with Kamala. And we'll be Kalimba with Kamala. See? Ain't that amazing? Joe, please, can you put the vaxxers down? We talked about this in Idaho, Joe. Only boosters, they're not toys. Do you want to get a policy bill named after you? Then you go back to bed. Well, anyway, I'm just so happy to share a little bit of what my journey with mental health was. And before I go out, I'll share with y'all my most favorite, which is to dance. Okay. But on that regard, I want you guys to be happy, start where you're at, hum a lot, play kalimba, and happy Black History Month. I'm letting it all out, baby. Woo! Thank you. And have a good, happy Black History Month.
Kilo Martin, everybody.
Oh. Kilo.
Woo! Whoa.
So
Okay.
fun. Love the shout outs at the top. Very fun.
Thank you.
What is that musical instrument? I've never seen that before.
Oh, the kalimba.
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 Yeah.
Yeah.
They're cool. It's very like soft tones, like doorbell. Very doorbell, big doorbell
like,
energy.
Can you play the NBC theme?
Oh, big time. I think that's.
Oh,
sure.
That's it. I think it's actually played on a kalimba. I think that's.
Yeah.
That's where it comes from. That's awesome. Kilo, how are you? I haven't seen you in a bit. You're living out in LA now, living it up.
Baby. Yeah, I'm eating this sun out here for breakfast. It's good times.
Ooh.
Yeah. Do you have? Is it cold? What is?
What?
California.
What?
This is Los Angeles.
What is California?
Not lower Andes. It's Los Angeles we're talking about.
You have warmth? What?
I have all the warmth. Yes, and the sun. You know, it's a desert, cold vibe, but I'm from New York, so I cannot complain.
Yeah.
I first met Kilo at a workshop in Philadelphia. I told this story already, but and
Not
just
on
one
air.
of a student had popped out of the workshop. So it's so great that you're still doing this work, Kilo, and out there just making it happen.
To be fair, I do want to. I love this. I love this story, but to amend it, I actually did your 101 class, but then had to drop out.
That's true.
You're reckless. So that was this workshop. That workshop was my redemption. So I hope that some of us, we couldn't just get those 8 weeks in. I needed the remedial. You know what I mean?
No, you were like, I don't need 8 weeks. I just need one focused session.
Yeah, it was good, and it's why I'm here. So thank you, my G.
It's the prodigal one just coming back. It's great.
What keeps you busy out in LA? What are you doing?
Yes,
I was eating the sun.
I'm doing a lot of that for real, like hiking, going to the beach, going to the Korean spa. And then I'm doing a little assisting, and then I produce and host and create my own one-man virtual show. That's just characters I do. The audience then votes on which character comes back to teach them a dance, because I love to dance.
Yeah.
Where can the people find this show?
The people. I need to build the boat so that people can find it. But the best boat right now is my little tugboat called Instagram. So just follow me on the site. And I'm building the digital castle, so you can bring your NFTs and all that.
Yes, that makes it sound like you're like my date tonight is an NFT.
Yeah, we're waiting for there to be like a full reconstruction of medieval history in the metaverse.
Hugh, you're very close to a pun there.
That's not a pun. Wait,
you're very close.
Were we edging a pun?
You're edging a pun there. Medieval. There's something. You're very close.
I haven't said shit, man. Don't put that on me. Don't put that. I'm just supporting Kilo's castle. Okay.
Perked up my ears.
Okay.
Perked up my ears.
Yeah.
My antenna's
okay,
up.
man. Hey, wordplay is edging.
Kilo, thanks for doing the show. It's so great to see you. Everybody check out his Instagram. Get in this boat. Praise the mama.
Boat, baby. Come in my boat. Come in my boat, please.
Come back soon. We'll see you.
Thank you.
Thanks,
so nice to meet you.
Yes. Thank you, Kilo. Come in my boat with Kamala Harris.
Hey, should we check in on the status of our third pun?
Yes, I have big news.
What?
No.
The pun count. Carly Zeisler has dropped some $5, and she says for Hugh's puns.
Hey! Oh shit.
So
don't stop there, because we've got John Bradley saying to help aid in Hugh's huge act, man. That feels like it's. Here's the thing: your pun acolytes. Hugh's huge act, man. Huge act, man. Hugh Jackman. It's a Hugh Jackman. We're backloading a pun. He paid for his own pun. That's pun. We got pun right there. And then Kevin Wilcox. On these are not rights. On these are not my words. A dozen comedians will write characters for each other. Then I'll cancel. So we'll make Schweikler read them all. That's sort of like he's almost putting a curse on you, or a proclamation.
Wait, so wait, you can't buy other things with this money. This money is just pun money. You can't just buy other.
My question is, do we have Hugh spend their pun now, or does it just get added to the bank?
We're just banking it. We're banking it. What
are you trying to walk out of here with puns to use in your own time?
Yeah, I will decide if and when a pun should be deployed. Okay.
You know what? Why you got a pun cockiness about you now that I
got puns to spare, buddy. I got pocket puns. I'm gonna be slinging them. It's great. I've never felt wealthier. So what? The first pun is paid for. Have we got a particular second pun that we could parcel out to people?
What?
What? Was that a pun?
It's all pun.
I'm in too deep. This is what it's like when you invest in a bad crypto, and you're like, I don't know which way is up. The money's coming and going. I bought 3 puns.
Getting real cocky.
Yeah, you get a confidence. Pretty soon you have a Super Bowl ad that doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, do we say that this means that Hugh gets 1 extra pun, bringing their total to 2 puns allowed for the rest of the show? Or is that equivalent to 2 extra puns, bringing their total remaining to 3?
I think we underpriced the puns. So technically he just had 3 pun orders come in. He's got 4 puns.
The first one was 5. The second one is 10. I would be happy to have 3 puns in my pocket right now.
Okay. You got a pocket of 3 puns. Let's just put it at that. All right. Should we bring on our next character?
I think we should.
I wonder who
Kathleen, hit it.
All right. Babes. Babes, you're never going to believe who's next. It's a face you haven't seen all night. Please welcome to the rectangle, a medieval messenger.
Woo!
Schönes Mädchen, komm doch mal rüber. Schönes Mädchen, lass mich nie wieder. Komm schon, schönes Mädchen, komm doch mal her. Schönes Mädchen.
My lord, I bring more news from France. The Lord of Flanders bids you well and sends me with the signed affirmance of the new alliance between our 2 kingdoms. Huzzah, my lord, for we must celebrate. Ice cream for everyone. Huzzah! My lord. Not ice creams for everyone, my lord? No. Ice creams. Oh, okay, I see. Tis no matter. Tis no matter, my liege. For I bring further news from France, news of the war. For as we speak, the merciless Duke of Anjou now lies slain upon the field of battle. Our war is over, my king. We have won. Huzzah, my lord. Huzzah! Light the fires. Fly the flags. Bang the drums, and bring round the ice cream truck. I'm sorry, my lord. Still no creams? But, my lord, the soldiers, the troops, they are returning. They yearn for your reproval. They cheer for you from the field. I scream, you scream, we all scream for the King of Brittany. They're working on that one, sir. Very well. Send back the ice cream truck.
Up.
My lord.
Oh no, we can't.
Oh.
Can't hear.
My lord, I must beg counsel with you. I must speak in secret, my lord, for we have all of this ice cream here in the kingdom, and we never get to have any of it.
Oh.
Prithee, why not share the ice cream with the people? Ice cream is for all. Ice cream alone isn't ice cream at all. What's that? Shut up and read more news from France? My lord, I bring you more news from France. The Duke of Burgundy has accepted thine proposal of marriage to his daughter, the Maiden of Burgundy. You are to be wed, my lord. Huzzah! Describe the maiden to you, my lord. Indeed, for she is a beauty with luxurious, chocolatey hair, and skin as white as cream, and just a cold look in her eye. This is what she looks like, my lord. I swear it, for I have a portrait here.
Oh my god. Oh god.
It's a true image, my lord. It's a true image, my lord. Commissioned by the Lord of Hagen and the Count of Das. Does she not please you, my king? No, well, you know what might please you, my lord? I brought it from home. Just take of this, my lord. Take of this, please. Just taste it. Please, my king. Just taste it. Taste the cream, my lord. My lord, struggle not, my lord. Struggle not. Struggle not. Heavy is the head that wears the creamy crown. The king is dead. Long live the cream.
Oh.
Ew.
That counted as one of your puns.
So
That counted as one of your puns. You're down to 2.
You
Yeah,
spent
thank you. You spent a pun.
Thank you. Jorge knew.
Hugh, I gotta know, what the hell happened in your brain for you to come up with that?
Look, I took my takeaway from the new Macbeth movie with Denzel Washington was not enough focus on the ice cream.
This
I saw
had
that movie, and I was
lot
like,
of,
you know what this movie's missing? Ice cream.
that definitely had a lot of I just watched the tragedy of Macbeth energy coming out of it. But let me ask you, have you done a lot of Shakespearean acting?
I always auditioned for Shakespeare in school and never got cast. I was always super down, loved it, studied English all my academic life, never got cast. And then like at university, auditioned for Shakespeare in the Park and was like, hey, I have a real English accent. I would really love to do some Shakespeare with you people. And I've always just been told, don't do this. This isn't for you. You're not supposed to be here. So I've never gotten to do the Shakespeare I've always wanted to do.
I thought the words came quite trippingly to your tongue.
Oh, really now? Great.
Hey. Hey,
I know you're a folio actor. You're fucking old school. You know
who used a lot of puns?
Who?
Shakespeare.
Interesting.
Well, Billy Shakes. Billy Shakes loved a pun. He made up a bunch of your beloved puns. And let me ask you: are you also making ice cream?
I'm also making ice cream, baby. I'm in Crown Heights, Brooklyn. I'm making ice cream, having a great time.
Is it homemade?
That's homemade, baby. Yeah, just stand-ups after this, okay? We
yeah, stick around.
Second. Who's this, Eric?
Who's this
Who the
clown?
hell?
Who's
Eric,
this fucking clown? Jesus
Get
Christ.
him out of here, clown jizz.
I heard this guy is clown jizz.
Hold on, I'm getting a comment in the private chat. Hey, Justin, have you ever studied Shakespeare? I do get that question a lot.
Yeah, I wanted to ask you. So like, I feel like you're the type of actor that would need a full script, and like see everything that's going on when you do Shakespeare.
Not at all.
What?
And I have done something called first folio Shakespeare, where the traditional way that Shakespeare did it. And the actors, they had the role, they just had their lines, and they had to only the cue line that leads them into their line. That's it. I'm a classically trained actor, is what I'm saying here.
Wait, can you drop us a sonnet right now?
Drop a sonnet?
Yeah, drop a sonnet. Can you just
prove it? Are you classically trained? Prove it.
Yeah, get on it. Drop a sonnet.
Memorized. I'll pull one up. Yeah. Well, you got a sonnet? Shout out a favorite sonnet number. Anybody?
We love a "Shall I compare thee to a summer's day?"
Yeah,
classic.
Was it 351 or
351? He only had 154, dude.
Yeah, I know.
Which folio were you reading, bud?
Hey, these are some of the extra. These are the Shakes deep cuts. No, the Shakes. Yeah.
Okay, I just picked a random one.
Great.
Nice.
Cold read.
It's nice to like class this up a little bit. I'm gonna eat ice cream artistically while you recite this sonnet.
If the dull substance of my flesh were thought, injurious distance should not stop my way. For then, despite of space, I would be brought from limits far remote where thou dost stay.
Yummy.
That was. Oh. I have no idea what the fuck you just said. What was that about?
That's right, exactly. Because the word.
Is that one of the Shakespeare murder puns?
Yeah, there was a victim at the end of. He was the greatest serial killer of all time.
Yeah, he would leave them as calling cards. He was like,
yeah.
Oh, like the joke. Yeah. Anyway.
Kathleen, do you have a sonnet you'd like to read?
Oh, do I? Do I?
Yeah. Are you putting on your sonnet bow?
Yeah, your sonnet hat. Your famous. It's.
Not to give any spoilers, but I'm up next. So this is my costume piece.
Interesting.
Nice. I would call that a fascinator, but Jorge has a better name. He calls it the sonnet bonnet.
Yes.
Oh God, that's
That's
good.
a pun for. That's a one pun for Jorge. That's a pun for. That's
Yeah,
one
you're
of
gonna spend Hughes a lot
one of
his
Jorge's
puns.
infinite puns.
The numbers you've chosen, Jorge, are intimidating. They have like shining energy, sort of, to them.
There's also no consistency in the font of the numbers. They're just whatever Jorge could grab.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Switching it up.
He chose
100%.
chaos. Let's welcome out our next performer. It's going to be. I just love a surprise. You never know who's going to drop in. It could be a surprise guest, and we always try to preserve the onstage backstage barrier as best we can. So your best guess is as good as mine. Who's up next?
I have no idea.
We have no idea. We're lost. You keep eating ice cream. You know what? You're really cavalier with your hosting that you're eating a full dessert. Please welcome out our next guest. Every episode of HBO's The Gilded Age.
Mrs. Mott? Miss Mott, pleased to make your acquaintance. I'm Mrs. John Van Cortlandt. Welcome to my mansion here on HBO's The Gilded Age. Yes, this show is Game of Thrones, but for middle-aged white women. Come into my ballroom. I'm throwing a charity party for 30 of my closest enemy friends. Yes, this is all we do on HBO's The Gilded Age. We raise money for orphans, we change gowns 7 times an episode, and we make snide remarks about things that only the audience knows will become famous New York icons in the future. Listen, ladies, Andrew Carnegie told my husband he's building a concert hall on 57th Street. How does one even get to Carnegie Hall? Practice, 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 Margaret. My daughter Margaret refuses to practice the pianoforte. How else will she get a husband? So Miss Mott, how many Tony Awards do you have? The Antoinette Perry Award for Excellence in Broadway Theater. Everybody here on HBO's The Gilded Age has at least 1 Tony. Your spinster aunt, our butler, that extra you just walked by. Oh, and that woman over there, that's Audra fucking McDonald. You don't have a Tony? Not even a drama desk? However, did you get the lead role in HBO's The Gilded Age, my dear? Oh, you're Meryl Streep's daughter? That explains it. Oh, you see that woman over there? That's Mrs. Albert Tiffany. Her chef bakes croissants. All the ladies beg for invitations to morning tea to sample them. But personally, I think breakfast at Tiffany's is overrated. Oh, and who's that lady over there? Well, that's Miss Wilson, my scheming lady's maid. She's trying to seduce my husband. Oh, no, you're not mistaken. You have seen that plot line before on Downton Abbey. Yes, like on Downton Abbey, HBO's The Gilded Age also has a jovial cook, a gruff butler with a heart of gold, a valet with a terrible secret, closeted gay lovers, and a widow who speaks in zingers. But we have Black people. Oh, Miss Mott, you're funny. I think you'd get along marvelously with my son, Robert. My husband wants Robert to join the family business, but all Robert wants to do is open a restaurant on 42nd Street. We keep telling him, Robert, Bubblegum Shrimp Company Times Square will never succeed. So, Miss Mott, how do you like HBO's The Gilded Age so far? You're trying, but you're not really that into it? Well, we've already been renewed for season 2. You're actually getting kind of tired of prestige TV. But Miss Mott, it's not TV. It's HBO. Julian Fellows. Can you tell that I binge watched The Gilded Age last night?
Yes, you're literally drowning in it. I love how you somehow combined an eye roll and a wink in a way that I don't think was possible. That's just full face Jim Carrey-esque face.
That's face.
Oh my God, thank you.
Face
If
acting,
anybody will
baby.
Venmo $100, I will teach you how to do it, right? That's worth it.
Honestly,
Yeah.
if you remember $100, then we don't have a comedy show anymore. We have like a weird. We've started a comedy school. We've ultimately just started a school for comedy.
We gotta fill out a 1099 for that. Oh shit.
Now we're fucked. This is like a pun with machine. What's it called? Money laundering. It's a punny laundering scam.
I agree. I was expecting you to get like a little angrier so that this would be the Gilded Rage.
Count. Whoa.
Four.
Four?
Wait, whoa. Three.
There we go. We're still good. We got pocket puns. We're okay. But again, the 3 is very different from the 4.
Yes.
4 is here for a party, and 3 is all about the cash.
This show is pure chaos. Got giant numbers on the screen, and so what? Do you have one pun left?
I got one pun unless someone's willing to pay. What's the next? So the next banknote up from 10 is 20. So unless we get $20 going up in Venmo,
It better be a really good pun.
Yeah, Gilded Rage was great. What are you talking about? Gilded Rage was a $10 pun. It was hey, don't give me those sighs, those Shakespearean sighs. I'm not, not here for it. You don't respect my art.
You're right. We don't. You know what time into the show it is? It's the time. We have one more character left, and traditionally, that means that comedy is about to end for the evening. It's time to good night, comedy. It's time to put away the fun, tuck the funsies into bed, and get down with some tragedy of Macbeth.
Get down with it.
Yeah,
there will be no comedy. Yeah.
No comedy after this, and obviously you guys already have your tragedy backdrops in place.
We're very bleak. You are also in the kitchen of despair. You know, we're
That's
in voice.
true. I know. I have the colander of ill repute over here.
The microwave of sadness.
Yes, exactly. All microwaves sort of output sadness, really.
I agreed. That's because they're very little. The waves are so small.
We got a really good pun.
That's not a pun. That's not a pun. That's not a pun.
What?
That's not a bad day.
What?
Nothing happened.
No. I'm talking about a comment.
Yes, let's hear it.
Z Corp Zeppelin 10. I can't wait for the cookbook spinoff, The Gilded Sage.
Yeah. That's good workman's comedy. That's good approachable comedy.
Workman's.
That's good.
And another one from Schrunkler.
Comedy for the people.
From Kevin Wilcox. A gold-covered wizard.
That's a Gilded Mage. That's a Gilded Mage. Look what you've done to us.
Good. We brought Shakespearean. We had a sonnet on this show. I feel like I've encouraged class and dignity.
You really hit us with a high low.
I really
raised us up and laid us down in so many ways. Well, let's welcome out our final performer.
I think
do it. Let's bring her home.
I honestly, we could do with something sweet at the end of this.
That's 100% right. And Hugh, it's your first time in the rectangles, on this side of the rectangles anyway. Why don't you take us out with an intro here?
Yeah, let's finish up with everybody. We've seen so much of her on boxes and on signs, and now she's here with us tonight. Here, let's crack this open. The Sun-Maid Raisin Maiden.
Ooh.
That's right. The bonnet is vintage. Thanks, Daw. Excuse me? What do you mean I have to leave because I'm not cool enough? I'm the Sun-Maid Raisin Maiden, the most delicious, nutritious snack you'll find up your kid's nose. Once I was on top. Now I can't even get kids to scrape me out of the bottom of the box anymore. All anyone cares about are veggie puffs and fruit snacks. Everyone in the club is saying I'm dried up. You know what I keep hearing? Oh, sorry, there's no room for you here. We've booked craisins on this recipe. I'm either tucked away in an oatmeal cookie or pathetically co-starring with some cinnamon bread. And what about trail mix? Honey, as soon as M&M's hit the scene, I knew I was being chewed up to be spit back out. And don't get me started on Ants on a Log, another failed project. It's so hard to stay relevant in this industry. But I'm proud of how long I've lasted. That's what this industry takes, longevity. Some say I'll never expire. Hey, all right, I'll go. Just let me finish my wine. That tastes so good, but just feels so wrong.
Yeah.
A raisin character. I've lived to see the day, Laura.
And the day is here.
I was hastily Googling the Sun-Maid raisin lady.
You nailed it.
And that hat, how did you find the hat?
Well, I think this is the same hat that everyone's using for what's that show? That's terrible.
The Handmaid's Tale.
Yeah.
The Handmaid's Tale.
That's
Oh,
terrible.
That show is terrible.
It's terrible because it could be our future.
Yeah,
so
terrible
I think
in a lot of ways. That's a
think
show
these
I've
are the
watched, and
Bonnet.
those are the exact same ones.
I don't know. I think they could be the ones.
I love it. Two birds, one stone. Now you can do a Handmaid's Tale character.
You've got a great Handmaid's Tale character waiting for you. Yeah.
The Sun-Maid raisin lady feels so free and warm, but she is like under the yoke of Big Raisin, I guess.
Yeah.
Oh,
There
look
she
at
is.
her.
There she is. Oh.
There she is.
But maybe
Putting
she
on a brave
owns the
face.
company. Maybe she's a girl boss. You know.
Yeah,
like,
she puts her face on like Oprah on the magazines.
Yes,
I'll
she's
stand
the original Oprah.
She's the Sun-Maid raisin. Does she have a does she have a name? Like, is she one of those characters like Tony the Tiger has a like?
Like her name's
Ooh.
Molly, and we just
Yeah,
never
like,
know
she
it.
says, like, did
Yeah.
they at one point consider maybe some lore, maybe a backstory?
Oh, it's based off of a real person, but I think it's like it's just like she never got paid, or just no credit at all.
Yeah.
Tale as old as time, sister.
I knew it. I mean, this is the kind of IP that we're not ready to explore yet. And for God's sakes, let's do it.
Yeah,
I want this Sun-Maid raisin series.
Yeah, I want like a gritty retelling of the Sun-Maid raisin story.
Yeah.
gritty reboot of raisins.
An HBO miniseries, yeah.
Yeah.
We've got Spencer in the comments dropping some Sun-Maid raisin history. Her real name is Lorraine Colette Peterson.
That's
Right.
nearly Lorraine is so close to being Loraisin. That's
Is that a pun?
not a pun.
You know what? You're edging.
you
You're
pass
edging
it.
us here.
Yeah.
I like to live close to the edge.
Nothing better than an edged pun.
No,
She was
Laura-
she was in high school and working as a seeder and packer for the fruit packing company, and they picked her out of the crowd. Probably Kathleen's casting director character that she's been doing all night.
You can't show me your legs.
Show me your legs. The one
Show me
part,
your
You got raisin legs, kid.
the one part of her that will not be on the buck. Show it to me.
Yeah, exactly.
Let me just throw this out there. After modeling for Sun-Maid, she moved to Hollywood to try to become an actress, and she flew too close to the Sun-Maid because she only landed a small part in The Trail of the Lonesome Pine before she went back to Fresno, ran a restaurant for 2 years, and converted a hospital into a nursing home. Is her claim to fame.
What a life.
I think we've got a biopic on our hands. Can we
Yeah.
work with her estate to get her life rights?
Is there a chance that she's still alive? No,
she
that would be
died.
too long.
She made it to 90 though. That's pretty good for someone born in 1892.
Oh, okay.
Like she's older than sliced bread. She lived through both world wars.
Respect, Lorian.
Respect your elders. Respect the Sun-Maid.
She's a real one.
Yeah.
Now my question to you, Laura, is: do you enjoy raisins, or was this made because you kind of detest them?
So I realized that you may ask this question, and admittedly, I've not been eating enough raisins, but I do love tagine. That's how you say it, tagine. But they use golden raisins.
Yes.
Does it count? I think it counts, right?
Those are sort of the higher end raisins.
Yeah.
Those are your raisins for your fancier parties. You bring out the goldens.
In England, we call them sultanas.
What is it called?
We call golden raisins sultanas in England.
Oh, like for sultans?
I guess so. Yeah, we got sultana.
That didn't even cross my mind.
Maybe we need to, rather than limiting Hugh's puns, we should be limiting his British flexes because we've been getting a lot of those.
It wasn't part of the deal, my guy. Wasn't you gotta read the fine print. You gotta read the fine print.
Yeah, well, I'm gonna talk to your manager over here.
Please, yeah.
Laura,
I'm about to drop him.
How are you? Where are you coming from? We've talked so much about your raisin piece, but nothing about you as a person.
That's okay. We're kind of one and the same at this point.
Let's talk to the grape underneath. Enough about the rough raisin exterior.
I'm good. Thank you for asking. I'm based in Bushwick, Brooklyn.
Nice.
Yeah.
Just north of you and I here in Crown Heights.
That's right. Yep. I can never say things like that because I do not know my directions, but I really appreciate those who can. Yeah.
Nice. Well, Hugh's always on his bike, so that's how he knows.
Yeah, I'm always out on the bike. Get a bike. You learn the streets so much better.
I have the bike and I know the streets. I just don't know the north. I don't know how to say that, like south and north, and I've never known.
You don't know where north is?
I just kind of instinctively know where to go for things.
Oh, wow.
You're natural.
Cool.
I like it.
That's better.
You're moving beyond directions.
Yeah,
I don't need.
I'm past the compass rose. I don't need it. I'm,
You
feel like
are
Google
Google
derivative.
Right.
Exactly. Wow.
Something people don't know about me is I'm Google Maps. Yeah.
You are. This is great. You've absorbed it into your body. Great. And anything you'd like to promote? What's going? What are you doing?
Yeah. So I run a comedy platform with my friend and collaborator Baylor Knobloch, and it's called Humor Darling. So it's humordarling.com. All the handles, it's Humor Darling. And we have a monthly show that's a character show with musical comedy as well called Jinx. And our venue, it's usually at Young Ethel's. It's random dates of the month. So you kind of just got to check Humor Darling for updates. But yeah.
Check Humor Darling. That's awesome. Young Ethel's, that's a bar, right? That's up by in Bushwick.
No, well, there might be another bar with a similar name by me. It's actually like in Park Slope area, I think.
Park Slope. Okay.
Yeah.
Hip.
Yeah, I don't know directions.
There you go.
Awesome. Well, thank you for doing the show, Laura. It's great.
Thanks for having me.
Yay! Thanks for coming on, Laura.
You're so great. Oh my God, what a talent! What a star,
folks. It's reached that time of the evening, and first of all, we've got a certain amount of puns that are in the bank. They will not transfer to another show. So they're going to be expiring.
Non-refundable puns.
They're non-refundable.
They're non-refundable. That's what you said.
Wow. Please tell me. I was gambling. I'm fully gambling that there is money in the bank.
There is not. Your pun budget has been exceeded, and you have been removed by the tribal council. Get out of here, Hugh. Thanks for hosting with us, but never go over budget. Great show, Kathleen. Thank you for being here and for staying to your comedy budget.
Kid, in this business called show, all you gotta get is a text at 1 p.m. saying, "Can you co-host Characters Welcome Tonight?" And if you got what it takes, you will.
There it is. That's the lesson. Keep your eyes on your phones. We'll be back next week. Who knows who'll be here, but it won't be puns at all. Thank you so much. We'll see you next time. Good night.
Bye.
Bye.